Okay. Let's have let's do a quick video. I was doing some tinkering with my database stuff. So like I switched to a different driver and I was doing some research on like so it's also a driver plus like it could be a complete interface replacement for like database SQL. So I can do like from a PG pool, but so and then but the thing is I would have to get used to the different syntax. So I'm just gonna just use it as a driver. So I still have like the like this is gonna be like this is still I'm still gonna use like the functions that like the generic interface that I can use. But if I want specific Postgres features, then I think updating to the this as a whole is better, and apparently it's faster. But I don't really have anything that's specific Postgres. Like all I care was just about like some kind of SQL type of thing. Um, so so I have the database I think connected. So I'm gonna make a few tables. So I'm gonna make one for users. Created an ID. Yeah, should be unique. Yeah, we'll do. Okay, I definitely need to design the database for sure, but users should be relatively simple. Like ID, maybe name. Do probably text. Okay, just scroll's not gonna work. Okay, text. Um, Definitely cannot be null. This is the primary. It's the identity, add column, and we'll do hashed password. I don't know what should be here. Probably text. I don't know. Wait, what do I store? What is a good way? Store hashed password Postgres. What should it be? Like some binary? Okay, it is text. Okay, we still use text, but we're gonna have it hashed, so that's that. This of course cannot be null. Default. I don't know. So created at whatever the thing is. Time set, date, whatever. Yeah. And should the unique be like? Dude, what's up with this thing here? Am I not allowed to fucking scroll? Should I do like a UUID? Yeah. Okay. UUID versus increment. Yeah. On the synchronous daisy UUID. I guess, yeah, UUIDs is probably better. Yeah, let's just keep that. A UUID name. I guess we'll do username. Hash password, or just say name. Now let's do like first and last name or something like that. First name, last name. Of course, not nullable. Text. Hashed password created at first name, last name, ID. Created at timestamp now. Should just. It should be hashed password. And yeah, this is good enough for not. So we'll have a table like this. Pretty straightforward. We'll make another table called for sessions, which maps a foreign key. So in our database table from users, we'll map their ID. Let me convert that. Let me make no. We'll make damn. Okay, token or session. Tokens types for auth. What should that be? Well, I know that each ID should be related to well, okay. We'll do int here. And then we'll have two things. Created at, and then we'll also have I guess user, right? Which is the so from users, I want from that the user UUID to their ID, right? I guess we can cascade. Yes. Okay, so we have a foreign key for user ID, and we also have session token. What type should user tokens be? So like a string, so like UUIDs. So probably some JSON web token. So probably a text, right? Right. I can't do UUID, right? Because that would be guessable, right? Well, actually, yeah, it's fine. Just some, I'll put text for now because I'm gonna be creating that JSON web token in the thing. So let's just put text for now. So we have the session token, And yeah, that's good enough for now. Oh, and an expiry date. Expires. Expires at. We need some time. Timestamp. I think this is recommended, right? Yeah, timestamp with zone. And the default is now. There shouldn't be a default. I don't want this to be null at all. So this should never be null. Yeah. None of these should be ever null. All of them I will provide them with. But except for this one. This one's fine. Created at is fine. Expires at nah, I need to always provide it. Yeah, so we have UUID. Then we have a text that's not nullable. And then we have timestamp. Okay, whatever. Okay, this should be good enough for now. I'll create more tables when there's a better, but okay. Now, we have a few things here. So now we can go into our internal. We'll do auth.go, and type auth or interface. And the interface has a few things here, right? So auth will be basically having, like, we have two things we implement, right? The generate, so generate, I guess, token. Let's be specific here. Generate session token, which will return a string and error. And then, of course, you'll take in, what the fuck is claims? What is JW2 claims? What? Oh god. JWT claims. Okay, well, let me see. Who implements auth? The JWT, right? So it'll implement this auth storage or repository, right? So we do that. This is what's in our authenticator. Obviously, we'll do that. The secret AUDISS. Okay, I do need to install this. So this is a JWT Go implementation of JWT. For search engine friendliness, implementation of J. Okay, let's install this. We'll do go get this. And obviously we'll do claims, JSON. So it was like jwt.claim. What was it? Yeah, jwt.claims. Support this. And then we'll do, so there's generate session token and validate token, right? So which takes a token of type string. And we'll just return true, error, bool. Yeah. Oh, no. It's, what is this? Validate token? What are we, I'm confused on this implementation here. So this is implements an auth interface. So generate token. And then we have some stuff here. Then our main, and then where do we use? The middleware will use it, right? So auth middleware token. So we return an anonymous function that obviously implements returning a HTTP handler. Do that, and then we pass in the authenticator. So inner auth, okay. So main.go will pass in auth, right? Yes, auth config. Yep, auth basic user, token config. Okay. Where is this auth config coming from? Okay. Okay, that looks a little bit complicated. I don't really want to do all this like config stuff. It looks a bit, not complicated, but it just feels like a little unnecessary. So I do know that, okay, so we have implementation wise, we have the authenticator dot validate token, right? So we do parse split app dot unauthorized error response. Okay, JWT token. So where does this where do we get where do we store all this data on the database side? Yeah, I'm a bit confused here. Post.go. Like the auth here doesn't even talk to Postgres at all. Bit confused. I don't know. This doesn't really make sense here. Basic auth middleware. Is there anything with the database? There's no database stuff. But okay, I'll do some research and then I'll configure all the database stuff done, and then we can start moving on from auth and stuff. But anyways, I think that's good enough for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.